This video was done with help from Achilles. Big shoutouts to him for creating the hack pack and for all the other great work that he's done for the community. So it's been about 2 years since I've done a video on how to use the 20XX hack pack. In this video, I'm going to show you some amazing features from the most recent version of the hack pack, and hopefully, it'll kick your practice routines up a notch. I'll be covering the save states and replay features for version 4.07 of 20XX. When used correctly, these features let you replicate a lot of in-game situations that you'd want for practice, even if you're by yourself. First, let's talk about save states. Save states store character positions and percentages at any given moment so that you can load it later. Making a save state is done by pressing D-pad right. Whenever you want to load this save state, all you have to do is hit D-pad left and everything is magically back to the way it was before. The save state feature was massively overhauled since version 4.06 to be more stable and accurate, and it's by far one of the most powerful features in the entire hack pack. The cool thing about version 4.07 is that you can actually have 2 save states in memory at once. To use the second save state, all you have to do is hold A while hitting D-pad right to save, and then to load it, you just have to hold A while hitting D-pad left. Save states that are done with just the D-pad are called major save states, while save states done by holding A are called minor save states. Although we gave them different names, the 2 save states function identically. Next, we gotta talk about the replay menu, which can be pulled up when you press D-pad down. Because you navigate through this menu in-game with the control stick, I'd recommend toggling on develop mode, which can be done by pressing D-pad right twice on the pause screen. Turning on develop mode allows you to freeze the game by pressing start so that you can avoid any distracting accidental movements while navigating the replay menu. To exit and enter the pause screen with develop mode on, you have to hit X and D-pad up. So at the very top of this replay menu, you'll see that under the player flag, it'll say P1, P2, P3, or P4. With this feature, you can change settings for each player that's currently in the match, and by pressing the shoulder buttons, you can quickly switch between each controller port's menu. It's especially useful because it lets you control each character with just one controller. And if you're practicing against the CPU and decide you'd rather have it do nothing, you can just go to whatever controller port it's on and change it from CPU to human. You can also change the CPU types and all this other stuff, but that's not relevant for this video. What we're really interested in is the replay settings. The replay state setting has 3 options: off, recording, and playback. Whenever you want to begin recording a sequence of actions, you have to switch the replay state to recording and then immediately save state. Replaying strings of movement isn't possible unless you save state, so make it a habit to save state every time you begin a recording. You should also make sure to set the replay state for the correct player port that you want replays for. Then when you're ready to record, turn the replay menu off by hitting D-pad down again, and unpause. From this moment forward, any actions that you do on this player port will be recorded. The possibilities of what you can do with this are endless. So go ahead and record whatever actions you want. If you mess up, all you have to do is load the save state again. Once you're satisfied with your recording, pause and pull up the replay menu again and change the replay state to playback. Then, load the save state again if you want the replay to happen. That's pretty much it for the basics of recording replays. Next, we'll be going over the advanced stuff. The great thing about turning on develop mode is that when you pause the game, you're able to press Z to advance frame by frame, and buffer controller inputs before the start of each frame. By pressing Y and D-pad down, you can also turn on the action state display, which shows what animation and the animation frame number each character is in. Using these features together allows you to do frame-perfect actions in your replays if you choose to do so, but it requires you to know a lot of frame data and technical knowledge beforehand, so I'm not going to go over it. If you're interested in learning how to do this, I'd recommend checking out a longer video guide by Achilles, where he records frame-perfect Marth forward airs. So if you're trying to practice against something that requires repetitive movements, you can take advantage of the loop flag in the replay menu. All you have to do is record whatever it is you want, and then at the very end of your recording, pause the game and switch loop to on. Then, when you switch to playback mode and load the save state, your replay will loop endlessly. You could use this for a lot of repetitive things like practicing fighting and moving against Falco lasers or Marth's up tilt. Now let's talk about the auto load state flag. By turning this flag on any given frame while recording your replay, you'll make it so that the game automatically loads your major save state so that the replay will repeat itself after that frame. So again, record what you want and then pause when you're done and switch the auto load state flag to on. Then switch to playback mode and enjoy your endless replay. The main difference between this feature and the loop flag is that every character's positions and percentages are reset upon each repetition. This setting's great because it allows you to play out a specific scenario over and over again. For example, you can practice wave shining out of shield by having Peach dash attack your shield continuously. Or, if you want to get better at edge guarding Fox, you can practice hitting him out of his up B or ledge dash. The sound effects flag is pretty simple. Basically, if you're recording frame by frame, you can choose to have the sound effect play on whatever frame of the replay that you want by turning it on and advancing a frame. This could be helpful if you like practicing with audio cues, but I honestly don't use this feature that much. And lastly, I won't be talking about the trigger or random hold last flags under the replay menu because they're more advanced and situational, and I wanted this video to mostly cover the basic stuff. If you want to learn about these replay features, there's a link to an awesome video guide by Achilles in the description box. I definitely recommend checking that out if you have the time. Comment Wars. With the yearly rankings coming out next month, who do you think will be making the highest jump in rankings? Let me know in the comments. Alright, thanks for watching. Make sure to thumbs up the video and subscribe to our channel. See you next week.